Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2022 commencement ceremonies of William Woods University. My name is Amy Sapp, and I am the University Provost. I have just a couple of announcements before we begin our ceremony. In the very unlikely event of an emergency requiring evacuation, we will interrupt the ceremony with information and instructions. Please take note of the closest exit. Those of you in the back of the auditorium can exit through the doors you entered through. If you're in the front, there are exits on the sides that you can utilize, and we will have staff stationed there to assist you. At this time, I'd also like to ask that you double check your electronic devices to ensure they are on silent to minimize disruptions to the ceremony. Now I'd like to briefly introduce our platform party joining me on stage this afternoon. Beginning at your far left, we have Dr. Tom Frankman, Faculty Marshal, Reverend Travis Tamarius, University Chaplain, Dr. Jeremy Morland, President of William Woods University, Dr. Ted Blashak, Chief Student Experience Officer, Dr. James Concannon, Director of the School of Education, Dr. John Long, Director of Doctoral Studies, and Dr. Eric Hilskemper, Assistant Faculty Marshal. And now to begin our ceremony, please stand if you are able, and gentlemen, please remove your hats and tams for the playing of the National Anthem, followed by the invocation from University Chaplain Travis Tamarius.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we gather today for pomp and circumstance with smiles and applause to honor these distinguished students who have reached an important milestone in their lives. They've come to the Woods from near and from far with their unique stories and backgrounds and their individual dreams and aspirations. But they leave here today as a community and forever part of the Woods family. These graduates have succeeded at countless tests inside the classroom, but perhaps even more impressive, they passed some of their greatest tests outside the classroom, showing resilience when grit was needed, and an ability to rise to the moment when the moment was asking so much of them. Knowing the weight of these past few years, thank you for what they accomplished through it all, and for those who were there to help them carry the weight, whether those helpers were family members or faculty members, staff members, or friends of both the two-legged and the four-legged kind. And now, for the road that lies ahead, certain to be filled with more challenges and opportunities, we simply say help. Help our graduates stand strong when the way is hard, and to use their skill and their training for the benefit of others, and to find sufficient reason to smile upon the future. Grant them joy in the journey, faith to see what is unseen, hope to persevere, and especially love to light the way. For now abide faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. For this we pray, amen. You may be seated.
Welcome to all of you, faculty, staff, friends, family, but most importantly, our graduates. What a fantastic day for all of you. I'm sure you're filled with all kinds of emotions. I hope you're very proud of everything you've accomplished. I know we certainly are. Most of you earned these degrees while juggling a demanding full-time job, some of you raising children, and perhaps trying to keep some semblance of a social life, maybe? This is a huge accomplishment, and today is your day to celebrate. So to get us started, please join me in welcoming Dr. Jeremy Morland, University President, to the podium.
Good afternoon, William Woods. Thank you. It is my absolute privilege to be a part of the 152nd commencement at William Woods University. For me, it's my first. I just joined about 6 months ago. And when I came to William Woods, I had a vision, an idea of what life would be like here at the Woods. There's nothing quite like university life. It affords the opportunity to experience the past, the present, and the future simultaneously, honoring traditions from the past while we participate in the lives of students today, while preparing them, helping them prepare themselves, in the case of graduate students, for tomorrow. That is the life of a university, and I assure you, a university does have a life all its own. I can absolutely say that the reality of being part of William Woods is even better than the exciting vision that I carried here. But it is your vision that brings us here today. You had the vision of a graduate education, and today we are here to celebrate that vision that you turned into a reality. Joining us here today on the platform, we have faculty who have helped you achieve your graduate education. Soon-to-be graduates, would you please join me in thanking them through applause? Proud to be part of this amazing team. Now, in the audience, we have people that you have brought with you. You have your family and loved ones who have supported you in pursuit of your goal. Now please join me in thanking them with applause for their support. Family and friends, we're delighted to have you with us here today. Thank you for being here to help celebrate at this important event. As professionals, soon-to-be graduates, you've made numerous decisions on a daily basis, but today I want to acknowledge what I believe to be one of the best decisions you could possibly make in your own preparation, and that is the best possible investment in your own future through a private and personalized graduate education here at the Woods. Here, we're firmly committed to helping students realize their dreams through a high-quality, professions-oriented private university education, which is truly a transformative experience. Now I'm going to lay a little data on you here, but as graduate students, I know you're going to appreciate that. There was an interesting piece of research back in 2014. It was a collaborative between Purdue University, not a bad place, and the Gallup organization, which is known for doing an excellent job with surveys and getting to the truth in self-report. And they did a piece of research back in 2014 looking at what really makes a difference in education. And they found that only 3% of university graduates had a truly transformative experience. Think about that. That's a whole lot of merely transactional relationships that took place instead of the transformative kind of experience that people look for. And that transformative experience is baked into every aspect of this university that's a century and a half old, three decades into providing graduate education, which is remarkable. There are graduate institutions that are younger than 3 decades alone. And so we got started with graduate education 30 years ago. It's amazing. And the focus we've had for decades, if not a century and a half, on a properly transformational experience translates very readily into our approach to graduate education. So I'd argue that clearly this is a terrific investment that you can make. And here's a little bit about, or that you have made, and here's a little bit more about those aspects of what that transformational experience really are. So some key variables to what it means to be in that 3%. Your faculty, you built extensive long-term relationships with your faculty, right? So that you knew that they were there for more than simply a single learning assignment or a simple paper or even a simple course. I've heard them talk about you, and I mean that in a very good way. They speak about the growth that you demonstrate across courses and preparation that they've made that's very often individualized to ready you for what needs to take you often from good to great or from great to amazing. And that's based on your close personal long-term relationship that you have with those faculty. And very often, quality university experience involves finding a mentor who will push you to reach your goals, not exclusively their goals. Perhaps it was your academic advisor who urged you to take a class that you were maybe hesitant to take, maybe an advanced quantitative class, or your dissertation chair who asked you for just one more revision to an already well-worn draft that you were maybe a little weary of reading just one more time. Together, they pushed you to go just a little bit farther, to do just a little bit better. True? All right, thanks for that. Good, because otherwise I'd be at a loss here. No, thank you for that. So, while indeed these experiences are important, there are others too, other skills and other opportunities you've experienced through your graduate education at the Woods that were designed to expand your knowledge while helping you work together to build tomorrow's leaders back in your organizations. You have honed here at William Woods what we call essential skills. These are the skills related to emotional intelligence, and in fact, some of you have done research on emotional intelligence, true? And these are the skills related to being able to read a room, read people, and adapt communications accordingly. And I'm sure each of you work with people who do not have those skills, true? Right, they stand out, and not in a good way. But your skills that you've honed enable you to synthesize information, to formulate insights, and to convey concepts through writing and through speaking. These are all skills that are sought by your employers, both current and potentially future, and they're skills that'll help you continue to expand your leadership capabilities and undoubtedly your future leadership opportunities. And wow, do you possess problem-solving skills, both evident through the curriculum and then other challenges that have come up recently. You became highly adaptable during the COVID pandemic. Despite necessary precautions, including shifting learning modalities, modifying requirements, you stayed the course and you maintained the determination to complete your goals and earn your degree. As a famous academician, Babe Ruth, once said, for those of you who don't know Babe Ruth, he was a baseball player. He said famously, "It's hard to beat a person who never gives up." You never gave up. You pursued your degree, and today you indeed will receive it. So as you take the next step in your lives and potentially in your careers, it's important that you understand, I believe, the role that leadership plays in this century. The challenge of the last century was arguably the space race. The challenge of this century is leadership. I'd point to a 1994 study by Robert Jervis of Columbia University, and Robert predicted that the post-Cold War world would become more cognitively complex, include values in the workplace, and have a greater tolerance for ambiguity and risk. No longer would there be a singular mission, but a range of choices would emerge. We've seen the result of this study come to fruition, true? Very much so, even in the last couple of years. During the Cold War, intellectual energy and curiosity were largely focused almost singularly on the space race, making things go farther, faster, and go boom. Space became the final frontier as national leaders sought dominance to signify their superiority to the world. But today, I'd argue leadership is an interdisciplinary venture. Intelligence and curiosity can take many forms and engage in countless pursuits. Such diversity demands those essential skills that I discussed, those likely developed here at the Woods, and we make sure that we make it our own vision to work with you to build you and your students in many cases as tomorrow's leaders. So in closing, I'd like to point to the fact that your self-initiated education is crucial to your growth and your professional and personal satisfaction. So congratulations on that. I'd implore you to continue to develop your knowledge and skills growth throughout your life, but you know to do that already as graduate students, do you not? An American author who you certainly know here in Missouri, Mark Twain, said, "The most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day when you find out why." You have committed to learning as a key purpose in your life. Finding out what you're meant to do, who you're meant to be, and doing it with purpose is clearly a hallmark of your success. So congratulations on meeting Mr. Twain's expectations. I'd implore you to remember to honor those who have supported you in your education. So we're excited to see those who are with us here today, but who couldn't be here, either physically, but we know they're with you in mind or possibly in spirit. These people are and certainly have been invested in your life and your future. So give back to them when you can. Many opportunities are created for you by those who precede you. They can be William Woods alumni, they can be your family, they can be your friends, and they can be your students. It's important to reciprocate with your insight, your support, your time, and your generosity when you can, after you celebrate a little bit. So that said, you've achieved amazing things, great things, and I am here first and foremost to commend you for that. So congratulations, graduating class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Morland. Okay, graduates, are you ready? Yeah? Excellent. I thought you might be. Okay, I'm going to ask you to stand for me for a moment. Thank you. Dr. Morland, in accordance with the unanimous directive from the Board of Trustees, recommendations from faculty members and administration, and by virtue of the power vested in me as Provost of William Woods University, it is my esteemed pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 2022. You may now be seated. We are now going to proceed with the awarding of the diplomas to this year's graduating class. Dr. Hilskemper will call the graduates to the platform. Because we know that no degree is achieved alone, and we wish to share the celebration with all present, we invite family members to stand as your son, daughter, spouse, parent, or grandparent receives their diploma.
Masters of Education, Drew M. Bishop. Mackenzie Leanne Baxter. Alexander Bolt. Mackenzie May Daniel. Daniel A. Brooks. Callie Janetta Frenzer. Susan Grace Riley. Paige D. West. Megan Ann Group. Hannah Lou Cronin. Mary Dinda. Michelle LaRouge. Rodney A. Flynn. Kelly Joe Dobbins. Josie Burr. Nicole Marie Bruce. Joshua Singleton. Brittany Rendelman. Rebecca Pierman. Jamie McKenna Brayman. Zachary Michael Smith. Brennan John Almus. Bree Logan. Felicia Marie Boyster. Jessica Bradfish. Adrienne Grace Berry. Dylan Dean Shoemaker. Jennifer Kane. Danielle Nicole Van Landingham. Letitia Dawn Wilkening. Alyssa Reed Johnson. Allison Lee Reef. Chelsea Lou Gloria Anderson Cooper. Jessica Lynn Bruce. Tyler M. Narin. Brittany King. Courtney Leanne Hinson. Devin Lee Barnes. Masters of Business Administration, Marie Erin Gillum. Zlata Shuraiva. Ana Gabriela Zavala Mata. Aaron Keith Westerland. Kayla Michelle Metcalf Smith. Haley Cronin. Juana Truce. Natalie Jean Sisiva. Charles Parrish. Crystal Houston. Tammy Jean Henley. Amanda Beth Burnett. Manasi Boni. Ryan G. Hampton. Corey Brett Lindgren. Dylan Chase Hansen. Jacob William Fleming. Jordan Alexander Smith. Audrey Dowling. Masters in Health Administration, Charles West Shatkin. Dominic Shea. Abigail Sago. Jennifer Case. George Clayton Johnson. Marissa K. Leonard. Zarina Omragic. Emily E. McKelvey. Paris Wanjiru Speak. Pauline Anu Anubandem. Education Specialist, Karen Leanne Crook. Rebecca Olivia Amick. April Renee Gilbert. Neil Derek James. Kiana Shante Cobbins. Colina Lene Frazier. Aubrielle Paskin. Sarah Ann Gooch. Stephanie Eaton. Brandy Jessica Maney. Devin Rochelle Gilmore. Jeremy Dale Fry. Logan Andrew Patrick. George Andrew Murphy. Sheila Fraley. Arla Joe Kyman. Christina Beal. Doctorate of Education. Corinne Elizabeth Luchek. Formative benchmark assessments to predict and improve student achievement on high-stakes tests. Kelly Ann Coslin. The influence of restorative practices on discipline infractions and suspensions involving African American males. Please hold applause for dissertation titles. Paul Harkins Hoosh. Standards-based grading, impact on mathematical student achievement. Pamela L. Ford, Retrieving the Lives of Students, a quantitative analysis of dropout students returned to school. Stacy Jean Sider Lawson, parental perception of and satisfaction with the IEP process and implications for improved practice. Mary Louise Shatford, developmentally appropriate decision making. Doyle W. No III, perceptions of the impacts of a one-to-one technology initiative on student achievement. Jessica Lynn Nolan, school staff perception of efficacy of Tier 3 positive behavior interventions and supports and level of parental involvement. Dara Diane Evans, avid professional learning, the effects on high school teachers' efficacy and the collective efficacy in a high school. Sarah Sieminsky, comparing proficiency rates on the Missouri Assessment Program and the National Assessment of Educational Progress, a longitudinal study of the MAP. Michael Charles Sharp, the relationship between student survey results and evaluator observations results in the teacher evaluation process. Marcus Scott Asquith, the impact of secondary traumatic stress, compassion fatigue, compassion satisfaction, and burnout on public to K-12 teachers. Hawar Kalandi, belonging, the key ingredient, the relationship between student sense of belonging and student academic success. James William Wheeler, student attendance, a correlational study of motivating factors. Anna Bone, the impact of teachers' understandings of how students learn to decode on small group instructional practices. Jillian Renee Comstock, elementary principal influence on teacher retention in small rural schools. Annette Marie Shelton, teacher perceptions regarding social, emotional learning, professional development, and the effects on academics on students. Riley Catherine Groves, perceptions of Title I elementary teachers and administrators on teacher burnout. Michelle Stevens Kemp, The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on faculty perceptions of post-secondary online education. Kyra Faye Young, investigation of principals' instructional coaching methods in teacher development. Mark Allen Burleson, traditional school year calendar compared to year-round model in comparison of student overall achievement in elementary schools. Alicia Nicole Robertson, the impact of positive adult relationships on adolescents' level of resilience in a school setting. Jana Martinez, avid implementation, teacher perception, and impact on student behavior. Matthew Ray Jones, relationships between teacher growth on evaluations and student growth percentiles. Amanda Roth, the effects of social media use and multitasking on academic achievement. Cynthia Renee Martin, access to diverse literature in classroom libraries. Denisha Artina Jada Johnson, can you see them now? Highlighting the impact of equity training and the use of restorative practices on school administrators' perceptions of student discipline practices. Rochelle Dawn Jennings, impact of the 4-day school week. Jamie E. Goforth, restorative justice and other alternate ways to support students who misbehave in school. Edward Bernard Tate, Jr., Career Pathways and Academy Models, a study of urban high schools' attendance and graduation rates. Rebecca Ann Bean, Perceptions of Instructional Coaches to Empower Teacher Professional Growth, Increase Teacher Self-Efficacy, and Increase a School's Collective Efficacy. Sarah B. Majors, putting growth mindset to the test. Do teachers' beliefs match their practices? Jamie McSparron, moving beyond the question, what do you want to do after high school? Tyler James McSparron, how do school districts identify homeless and highly mobile students? Drew Smith, the impact of a personalized learning program in Algebra 1 on student achievement. Crystal Diane Mayfield. The Power of Voices, the Female Perspective of the Superintendency. Sandra Jane Cantwell. Perceptions of lived experiences as a participant in a voluntary, court-based truancy diversion program. Adam Wayne Eckerd. Bridging the Racial Divide, investigating the impact of teacher preparation programs on teachers' self-efficacy for teaching students of color. Tiffany Gale Otto. What makes them stay? Generational differences on motivation, job satisfaction, and retention of rural elementary teachers in Northwest Missouri. Billy Lynn McGraw. Perspectives on the boy crisis in Northwest Missouri elementary schools. Douglas Patrick Kavanaugh. Transgender Identity Development in a Rural School, a Case Study. Timothy Sherman Collins. The use of one-to-one mobile devices in the science, technology, engineering, and math classrooms, and the impact they have on student engagement in those academic settings for academic reasons. Brandy K. Patterson. The effects a multi-tiered level of support programs has on school discipline in rural schools. Erica Kaylin Brown. Principals' perceptions of evaluating science lessons. Cynthia Collier Scroggins. Instructional coaching impact on teacher instructional practices. Karen McFerrin. You're on mute. An exploratory study of COVID-19 on traditional college students. Tabitha Marie Hildebrand. Effective practices for individuals with autism spectrum disorder to create work readiness.
As our final newly minted doctor finds her seat, how about a round of applause for all of our graduates today? All right, graduates, please rise if you can. This is my favorite part. By the authority vested in me as president of William Woods University and by the state of Missouri, I take great pleasure in conferring upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled with all rights, honors, and privileges appertaining. My warmest congratulations to all of you and to the parents, families, spouses, and friends who supported you in accomplishing this most worthy achievement. Let's hear it, everyone. Hey, all right. Right, Amy? All right. Great job, everyone.
Okay, congratulations, everyone. We're really proud of all of you. This concludes the 2022 commencement ceremonies of William Woods University. Guests, we ask that you please remain seated while the platform party, faculty, and graduates exit the auditorium.